such as this. Second, do provisionists like myself teach that, quote, man can make the first move toward God by seeking God out of his own free will, end quote? Absolutely not. And I would challenge anyone to find any provisionist scholar who teaches this nonsense.
You do, Leighton. I've heard you do it multiple times. In my video, A Defense of Pre-Faith Regeneration, The Effectual Call and Irresistible Grace, I quote you multiple times using Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 31 to refer to New Testament soteriology. And then in your videos on Cornelius in Acts chapter 10. In Ezekiel 18:31, we read, cast away from you all your transgressions, whereby ye have transgressed, and make you a new heart and a new spirit, for why will you die, O house of Israel? And in the context, clearly talking about the Mosaic covenant. But then in Ezekiel 11 and Ezekiel 36 and 37, God prophesies of a new covenant that would come in the future, where God himself would give the people a new heart. It's very distinct in the book of Ezekiel, the Mosaic covenant distinct from the new covenant. But you say Ezekiel 18:31, which is clearly man taking the first step to make himself a new heart, which is clearly distinguished from 11 and 36, where God himself gives man a new heart. But you say Ezekiel 18:31 is referring to New Testament soteriology. And then in Acts chapter 10, on all your videos on Cornelius, you say in Acts 10, verses 2 and 4, that Cornelius giving alms and his consistent praying came as a memorial before God, and therefore he took the first steps toward God, earning God's election and mercy. So there you go. That's where you are a classic Pelagian. You clearly teach, as every other Pelagian I've ever come across, they all use Ezekiel 18, verse 31. Every one of you. I remember hearing this stuff from Kerrigan Skelly like 15 years ago. Him and Jesse Morrell using this passage. Like, are you out of your minds? That and that they constantly try to like say, oh, you know, create these different versions of Pelagianism, and yet every single one of them always reduces to Pelagianism, pure classic Pelagianism. Anyone who uses Ezekiel 18:31 or Acts chapter 10 to refer to man taking the first steps toward God in regeneration and election and mercy, you're classic Pelagian. Classic Pelagian. And you can see my video on Cornelius. I already dealt with all this, the Acts chapter 10. Yeah, so we've proven that Leighton is a classic Pelagian. He does believe that man make the first step toward God of his own free will. Again, Ezekiel, his use of Ezekiel 18:31, see my video on the effectual call. I cite him numerous times doing this. Go to my platform website, southernprotestant.com. Hit that donation link in the description, become a Patreon, and make sure you like and share, subscribe. Peace.